I've got 60 days to save my family's business or we're screwed. We've been running this place for 17 years now, but really it's been my mom steering the ship. The past few years have been really hard. With COVID, inflation, and new stores popping up, we haven't been getting as much traffic. And keeping the lights on is pretty hard in this place, and I don't want to give up on it. But before all that, let me introduce myself. My name is Daniel. I'm a UX engineer and a senior HCI/CS student at KSU. I've been fortunate to work with some really cool companies on some cool projects over the years, and now I'm taking my biggest challenge yet, the family business. When I first started helping out, I took note of all the problems that we have so far, and I was able to group them into 3 categories: product, marketing, and limited feedback. So with our products, we have about 400 products, and we have issues with buying enough products and getting the product off the shelves. And then with our marketing, we have a really limited presence. We've never done any real advertising. We really relied on Google for showing up and word of mouth. And then for our feedback, we just don't have any way of hearing the customers' problems, and it's hard to keep them up to date with what's going on in the store and what's coming in. So a website felt like a really good answer to that because it can provide solutions to all of those problems and, most importantly, match the product with who wants it. So I tried building it with a bunch of tools like Square and Webflow's e-commerce solution, but it just really sucked. There wasn't a lot of support, and I needed something that had a bunch of features right then and there that day of. And so I eventually swapped to Shopify, and it had all the stuff that we needed, but it still took about 6 months to put it all together. But we were able to launch earlier this year in January, and so far we've been able to make $1,400 from the store, making about 8% of our monthly revenue from the website in our first month, with no marketing at all, by the way. But there's still issues. For one, shipping is a massive headache. We have a bunch of different types of products: frozen, fresh, dry. Getting these to people out there is just a big pain. But for that reason, we limited the amount of products, the type of products that you could buy. So it was only just the dry goods that would last when you shipped them out. But we still had people ordering them even when we limited them, and even when we said they were out of stock. The next issue was our low performance. Although we didn't do any marketing, and although it's pretty great that we had even any responses at all, it's not really great performance, and we had a lot of visitors, a lot of abandoned carts, but not a lot of sales. And in our research, we still have no way to talk to people. There's still no way to keep them up to date, and still no way for us to hear about their problems. So with all those issues and the ones from before, we have a big backlog of stuff to solve. But I have a few solutions. So for one, for our shipping, I was able to hack together a few different Shopify apps to create some shipping profiles. And now they just released a split shipping feature. So instead of it being one big order, we have to price for all the different items in there. The shipping is now priced for each type of item individually, each profile. And so that makes it a lot easier for us to deal with that. And then because people kept ordering products that couldn't traditionally be shipped, and because there were other parallel markets that are doing this, like frozen meals and frozen meats, I looked into frozen shipping and how much it would cost. Luckily, there's a vendor in Atlanta that does it, and they were able to give us quotes, and we have those set up now for the profiles on there. I'm still waiting to see somebody actually send it on that, but it's up there right now. For our marketing, I started running Google Ads. It's at $2.30 a day, and it's a search and performance max program. So far, that's gotten us pretty good traffic coming in. I would say about half of the sales that we've had this month came from that, and I'm so far pretty happy with the performance of the search one, especially, but I want to still spread out. There's Instagram and Facebook where a lot of our customers are at, and I'm looking to try that with this next season. But they have a weird pending program, you have to wait 4 weeks, but I don't know. If anybody knows anything about that, please let me know. And the last thing is our new ads. So none of our customers in store use a website. I think a majority of them don't even really know that we have it. And so I wanted to create some ads up on the window to try and A, advertise the store, but then B, to try and get them to see the value of it. I wanted them to be playful and colorful and stuff that you just haven't seen in this space before. The layout that we have now actually can't even work because I learned that we can only use 20% of the window space according to our lease agreement, but I'm still really certain on that left one, and I would still love to hear more about what you guys think I should do. All the ads that we couldn't put up in the store will be repurposed either in store or online, and I think 2 of them are online right now. For our research, I ran a survey to our email list with a discount code for anybody who completed the survey. And so far, out of our 150 people on the email list, we got a 4% open rate and 1 response. But that response was really useful. I learned a lot about how people were shopping and also what to prioritize on building next. For them, the inventory restock alerts was like the biggest thing that was useful. And so that's something that I also witnessed, I had thoughts on, and it validated that for me too. But it also denied a lot of the other things that I was thinking people would care about and helped me prioritize just what to do first. The survey is still up, but now at a much more discounted reward. It's still up on the website right now, $5. So I would really appreciate it if you're interested at all and you want to just get $5 to use on the website. Take the survey, and I really, especially if you are into the grocery buying space, if you're African Caribbean, I would love to hear what you have to say. So, what are the takeaways? We need to reach a wider audience. We need to be more involved. We need to make deeper connections and give people the opportunities to connect. That's one thing that we've been lacking a lot in the last 17 years. I want to find the people, and not even just in Atlanta, but online and around the world, who are interested in cooking in this space, who are interested in talking about these different cultures. I want to share the history that, of all this great, amazing things about our cultures and share them around, and I need to be more involved. So my plan is to join a bunch of groups, a bunch of Facebook groups, try and find a bunch of spaces and connect with other businesses. But I also really would just like to hear more. If you guys know which spaces I should be in, if you know of good people to talk to, if you have any idea where to go next, please comment down below and I will join, and I would love to hear more from you guys, especially if you're a big foodie and if you have a story that you want to tell, anything. I would really love to hear more from you. And then the other thing was that we need to build our own solutions. Our inventory system is messy, slow, and inaccurate. It's also losing us a bunch of sales, and there's not one size fit all system. And I think, especially for my end goals of this business and the thing that we do, I need to create my own solutions. So I started working on an app for Shopify and Square to sync the inventory together, and I'm hoping that late game, this solution isn't just for one store, but more for multiple stores that we can work together. And that other stores could use this for their own thing. We could then use it for whatever we want, and to connect with other businesses that we might not be able to fulfill all the orders to. We could share that off to them. I really appreciate you watching this video, and I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. So yeah, if you like this stuff, if you don't like it, you know what to do. But we have 59 more days, so you know where to be. See ya.